Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just wanted to share this because this is super cool. I am shooting. You can see I'm shooting this. I'm doing this live video with my iPhone hooked to my camera, and I think this could be a big new opportunity to easily shoot videos and go live and stuff on your camera for your business. So I wanted to sort of share this with you because it's super cool. So here's how it works. So you get there's an iOS 16 public beta at the time of recording this video, and there is macOS Ventura, which is the macOS operating system beta. And they do this thing. There's this new thing called continuity camera. Everybody's going to get this in the fall if you don't want to be risky and install the beta. But essentially, what it does is you can just use your phone as a webcam. So if you have an iPhone and you have a Mac, you can just put your phone right up here. And I have it mounted on a little like arm that I have. It's like attached to it's like attached to one up to like my ring light here. I bought this thing like a few years ago. It's like a ring light mixed with has a phone holder on it that I've never used. And so I just started using it today and I was like, holy crap, because it's seamless. So basically what you do is once you get the Ventura setup here, you update your phone and the computer. As soon as you open up any sort of camera source like FaceTime, or if you go in your Zoom preferences to like change the camera, or if you do anything that wants to use a camera, all of a sudden you'll see the name of your phone. Like mine's called Trenzalore because I'm obsessed with Doctor Who, and those of you that are Doctor Who fans know what Trenzalore means. Trenzalore's iPhone just popped up as a source, and it's so cool. And then in the upper right hand of the screen, you have these different. I don't know if I can share my screen here, but you can. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. Oh man, it's like inside of. This is what the Wave Studio looks like, by the way. Okay, so I'll just let's see. Open this up here, and okay. So here's the deal. You go up here. Let me make sure that you can see this. I'll just cover it with. Okay, so it's not too odd. And you just go up here and you see how there's a little green dot there. And you'll see these video effects now have popped up. So I have center stage turned on right now, which is it follows you around, and I'll demo these for you in a second when I come back on. Portrait mode, which you can tell like it blurs out the background so it looks like a fancy DSLR mirrorless, and studio light, which makes it pop a little bit more. It tries to, you see how we have the fluorescent lights on in the office, and I have the ring light on my face because I'm wearing a hat and I want to make sure that's going on. But studio light sort of it uses software, and that's like how it works with iPhones, right? Like they use software to mimic what a mirrorless or DSLR camera can do. That's much more expensive. Well, it's not more expensive than an iPhone, but of course iPhones do much more. And it also has this thing called desk view, which I think that, well, I'll show you what it's supposed to do. It basically gives you this top down sort of shot. So these are the options that pop up when you do it, and you can sort of turn them on and off. You don't, from what I see so far, and hopefully they'll update this, you can't set defaults for these. So they automatically, as soon as you choose the webcam, your phone makes a little beep sound, and then all of a sudden it changes over to the phone camera, and it's just regular, like the lens, no portrait mode, no center stage, no nothing. So let me go, and I'll demo these for you. So I have center stage turned on, so it moves with me. So if any of you have, I think that the brand new Mac has that, or the Mac from the 14 and the 16-inch iPad or MacBook Pros have that came out last year, but I know that my iPad Pro has it. Basically, it follows you around. It switches to, I believe, the wide angle lens, and switches. See how it sort of follows me around? Pretty fancy, right? It actually works really well, and I have to say that probably because of the quality of the camera, it works much better on iPhone than it works on my iPad. And so it's just a better quality wide angle lens as well. This is a 13 Pro Max that I'm using. But this should work, I think, with all phones. Is it 8 and up? iPhone 8 and up? If you have anything older than that, or even an 8, just like get a new phone. Like, come on. Okay. So, all right. So let's demo these. So if you're using, so this is center stage. So if center stage is not turned on, you see, here's how it looks. Like, I'll readjust myself a little bit here, and it doesn't move with me. It's also a little angled. You can see I've got the light back there for bokeh, you know. But I'm actually pretty impressed with center stage. It's pretty darn good. I mean, if I'm going to use this a lot, I obviously need to put some, I need to fill in this wall a little bit. Look at the software trying to do bokeh on that leaf behind me. Okay, so that's portrait. This is without portrait. So obviously no blurred background. So regular cameras do this with, like, this is how they work with lenses and depth of field. Why lenses are so long, like they can do all that. iPhones do it with software. Like they auto detect through AI where the subject is and what it should focus on. So, I mean, I'm not sure. Let's see here. If I put my fist up here, yeah, it still leaves me in focus. Yeah, you're always going to be better with the DSLR, but this is still pretty good. Do a focus test. I got some seltzer. That is a crisp picture, though. Look at that. Whoa, center stage is going crazy. See, you see center stage took over and was like, oh, you want me to look at the soda can now? Okay. That's pretty cool. So studio light. Let's take a look at what studio light looks like. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. I kind of dig studio light. Is it better though? Let's see. Studio light off. Oh, I think it is a little bit better with studio light. It's actually filling in some of the highlights on my face and trying to make my face pop a little more. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the screens. I'm trying to look at my reflection to see how well it's working here. So this is awesome. And literally anywhere you want to use this. If you're like an advanced streamer and you want to use OBS, you're going to see it come right in. You're going to see it pop right up as a source in OBS. If you are a like beginner streamer, or if you use Wave like I do to stream, because Wave is freaking awesome to stream, you're gonna see the it's just gonna show up. It just shows up. And that's the thing. Like those of you that have tried to use a DSLR or a mirrorless, like I have, like with my Canon, like I did a live stream yesterday with my Canon M50, had it mounted up here. Now that I've updated the macOS Ventura beta, it doesn't work anymore. The EOS webcam utility is famously or infamously unsupported. Like they do not update that thing. And so you have to use hackery to get it to work anywhere. The only way that I could get it to work was using an OBS virtual camera. But this just works. It just knows where your phone is, like seamless integration. All you got to do is just turn that thing on. And I have to say, I think that the colors are popping a little bit more and there's more contrast with studio light. I have to recommend using studio light, I think. It automatically takes the. Now, I kind of wish that I could change the f-stop like I can when I'm on my phone. Maybe there's a way to do that, because the f-stop changes the aperture changes the depth of field. And so depth of field meaning, you know, what's blurred out and what's not, right? So you can see that my hat here is a little bit blurred out it gets blurred out at the button here, which, you know, you wouldn't get that with a regular lens, most likely, unless it was super fast and you had the camera length to a certain distance. So you're just not going to see that. So it's very interesting. But yeah, I mean, like if you're an early adopter type like me, totally download the betas for this and the phone. You can start using this right away. It is not buggy. Like the only bugginess of it is the first time that I used it, it just didn't quite work. For whatever reason, it was just black. I just restarted my phone and the computer and it's seamless, and it's been working really, really well ever since. I would totally recommend trying. So, and I said I was going to try desk view. That gives you this, it does some trickery with the camera to give you top down. It doesn't work for me at this angle, but that's because I've got a monitor here in front of me. and then the phone is up here. But if I was typing on a laptop, the phone would be like, you can't even see it. The phone would be like down here. And so I think with the angle, it would work. But let's see if we can let's see if we can get that to show up there. Oh, interesting. So it did not come through the stream, the desk, because it uses a different lens. And see, maybe if I use this, so you can see that now. So that's the desk view. See, it doesn't really do anything. Theoretically, though, if it was the right angle, look at this mess of wires. You could easily like show off and be like, hey, look at this Apple mouse. Hey, like look at this camera mount. Like, why do I have all these things here? Hey, look at this iPhone gimbal. Look at these iPhone. So it'd be really good for. See, it's a little distorted, but I think that's also because of the angle as well. So I think that if you actually have this on a laptop, mounted to a laptop, and I've been looking for some solutions I can get before Belkin comes out with their official ones, but I haven't found any to here. Okay. So anyway, let me know if you have one that you use. I doubt any of you do, but you never know. Okay, that's all for me today. I wanted to show you this because it's super cool. And if you're recording video ads, if you're recording any type of social video, if you're going live, whatever it is that you're doing in your business or just personal or whatever, you can use this camera to very easily create high quality, like the macOS webcam, the webcam on a MacBook Pro, even the 14 and the 16 that came out last year. I mean, just really not good. Really not good. I mean, you're going to have much better luck. This is the best possible webcam situation you can have for your MacBook, like hands down, unless you have a really expensive DSLR. I mean, this is almost as good as my M50 as my webcam, to be completely honest with you. And obviously I would have to go way up to surpass this quality, to be honest.